everything. Volume, a defensive wall. A defensive wall. Around the camp, there is a trench and a long, tall wall. So altum can be tall, high, as well as deep. And John Paul II liked to reference that phrase from the Gospel. Christ says to the disciples to throw out their nets again. Duc in altum. Put it out, lead it out into the deep in altum. Okay. Just depends on one's perspective, right? Whether a thing is tall or is deep. Marcus, quam altum as valum castrorum. How tall is the defensive wall of the camp? Julius, prope decem peres altum est. It's nearly 10 feet tall. Decem peres, accusative of extent. Set up by altum. And 2 milia passum longum. And 2,000 of feet long. And 2,000 of feet long. Quator porte. Per valum in castra ducum. 4 gates lead through the defensive wall into the camp in castra. Inter duas portas est via lata. Between the 2 gates is a broad or wide latus road. Quae castra in duas partes dividit, which divides the camp into 2 parts. Ea via centum peres lata est. That road, again, lata sets up an accusative of extent, is 100 feet broad, wide. Is broad or wide to the extent of accusative extent, 100 feet. In bello porte castrorum clauduntur. In war, that means in time of war, the gates of the camp are closed. Quam exercitus Germanorum castra oppugnat, when the army of the Germans attacks the camp, Romani castra defendunt, the Romans defend the camp. Valum ascendunt, they go up the wall. Ac pila in Germanos iacion, and they throw spears into the Germans. Iacere, notice a short E family, it's not iacere, long E family. Iliautem, nec pila in castra iacere possum. Those guys, however, both are not able to throw spears into the camp because the trench is so broad and the wall is so high, nor are they able to go up the defensive wall because the Romans, pilis et gladiis valum defendunt, defend the defensive wall with spears and swords. Ablative of means there, right? Pilis et gladiis. Hostes castra nostra expugnare non possum. Expugnare. To sack, to take, to capture, in a military sense. Our enemies cannot sack our camp. Ecce porte aperiuntur, atque equitatus noster, and hostes imbitum facet. Behold, the gates are open, and the cavalry, notice, we said equitis, one guy on a horse, soldier on horseback. Here's a 4th declension noun. It means the cavalry in general, as opposed to the infantry, as opposed to the marines, as opposed to the guys in tanks, right? Equitatus noster. Our cavalry makes an attack. Impetum facit, in with the accusative, into the enemy, against the enemies. Barbari, perterriti, the barbarians, thoroughly terrified. Qui impetum equitatus, genitive, sustinere non possunt, who cannot bear up under, sustain, endure the impetum of the cavalry. Arma ad terram iaciunt, throw their weapons to the ground. Atque in mania silvas fugiunt, and they flee into the large forest. Okay, so It appears I only have 4 viewers allowed. Large crowd. Is part 3 going to be on the website? It would be helpful to hear the translation again. Well, this is the start of part. Sorry, as a question. Is part 3 going to be on the website? Yes, I put up reading of part 3 on the website. Maybe not today. I'm just not feeling well. But tomorrow is Wednesday, the last day we scheduled for this chapter. Notice that we've got 1 page left to go. Somehow or other, whether it's today or tomorrow, whenever. And we'll get a translation up there. Of course, in this video, we've already had a translation of part of Lectio Tertia from line 93 or so until line 116. So that's enough to get you, that's more than plenty to get you started, and then we'll go on from there, and hopefully I'll be better tomorrow. I won't have this fever and feel awful. So that's it for now. And as always, email me if you have any questions. I'll try to get